This is Kevin, gamertag Magil, and I'm bringing you
scene,
part
you'll
9 of my Stuntman Ignition Let's Play. Here we're in the second scene in Overdrive, and I've got the cool car, that's the main character's car. This movie, this scenes I think I talked about are based on bullets.
Really?
Which makes me feel like I need to watch that movie again before I keep playing these level of scenes, and so I can actually talk about how similar they probably aren't.
Action! Follow the lead vehicle.
But we'll get into this scene here. It's a chase scene, and this one is, it's how you probably can tell from the last one because it's in San Francisco. It's got a lot of really narrow, tight roads to follow, which always makes a game tricky. Especially in any of the driving games, I used to have lots of problems with one like this on Project Gotham Racing back in the original Xbox. This one is a good example of the learning curve of each level and going into the game, and you see how each one kind of leads to me getting better and better, and I really like the stunts. See there, I was going to follow the car left, but I have to go way out. So
overtake the trolley.
And here I already learned that I'm on the wrong side of that, and I get stuck behind it. So
3, 2, 1.
This level is definitely one that took a while to learn. This is the only scene I managed to do in this video. It took me a while to really figure out everything down. Not only once you learn the stunts, you gotta learn to do them fast because you gotta keep up with the lead car. And, you know, be close enough to him that the director doesn't say you fail. And it takes a while to get used to. And just, you know, timing, learning when to turn, so you stay on the left side of that car. How to angle this so you can make this turn right, and how exactly to drift so you can get onto this jump well, which I clearly still don't have down there. And there I hit the front end of that car. That's kind of awesome. But yeah, it's just, this one has a really, I don't know if it's a tough learning curve, but this is one of those scenes where you definitely have the learning curve to follow the paths. You're going to fail a lot to learn how to do it right next time. It's got quite a few, like, even beyond just the chase scene, it's got a lot of pretty intense stunts. There I go into the water off a big jump that you have to angle right so you can hit the crates. You have to land on the boat, and you've got to be angled so you can keep going once you land on the boat. And it's one of those that's just got a lot of crazy stuff for you to do.
Jump through the crates.
It's one of those that really frustrates you, knowing that they would never really film a scene like this in a movie. Or they wouldn't film it the way you have to. Which you think I'd get used to this game, but it's still always kind of aggravates me once in a while. It's always kind of frustrating to have to deal with. Especially because you get so many of the parts down right, and then you can just make a couple of mistakes, or maybe even just one. It'll completely ruin everything you're doing. Here I'm hitting tons of stuff, and that's slowing me down. I think this is going to be the take where I start pulling things together. Nope, guess not. I know there's one where I start to pull it all together, but then I'm just doing it too slowly and fall away from the lead car. And it's just one of those scenes where every mistake adds up and it builds on to making everything off time, puts you too far behind the lead car, and you just can't dig yourself out of that hole that you're putting yourself in. But it's still really fun to know which ones are the most satisfying once you really get them down well. Which I don't think I get it down too well in this one. I think I just managed to pull things together. Because there are just parts where I wasn't stringing stuff together. I couldn't keep the string going. And it's just the little things like that that always make it kind of tricky to get a really good score in the later scenes in the movie, because they have such a high stunt demand. Here, so I didn't go close enough to that late pull, I think would have been able to help me keep the string going. So I lost it there, despite doing fairly well beginning part. So here, you know, I'm about to start learning a new part of the map after I've got this done, and this part gets really tricky because there's lots, even more than earlier, there are tighter turns. And you gotta bump right into that guy. It's pretty crazy.
Pass close to the car.
And you know,
turn left.
Here I want to follow the road. I don't see all the other ones that are going on.
Catch up to the lead vehicle.
And here I've lost the car I'm supposed to be chasing, and then get stuck behind this fucking taxi. And that's
hit the action button.
One thing that will get you in trouble in this game real quick is getting caught behind a car. Here's the one where I'm falling behind. Because I missed that one there, I'm missing everything that has to be timed. Just way off. But there, you know, it gives me a good shot of what I have to do, and I think that's pretty close to what was supposed to be the end, so I've got a good idea of pretty much everything I have to do and how to keep things going on, what to avoid, and it'll still take a couple of times before I can get it all together and get a good run going on. It was weird today because I was at work and I was thinking about what I was going to talk about on this one. One of the things I was thinking about was watching videos on YouTube and how they're kind of, I don't know if they're really, and like streaming stuff on the internet is kind of has the possibility of replacing like our concept of TV and videos and entertainment. You go on YouTube, you got all this free entertainment. It's not all just, I'm sure if you're listening to this, you're like the fan of watching people play video games and commentate over that, and that's really easy for people to produce if they have a modicum of skill with video games and the ability, you know, to keep talking and keep interested in what they're saying. And it really doesn't take much of an investment, just a capture card, the games, which if you're a gamer you're probably going to have anyway, and the internet, and basically stuff you're just going to have. But even stuff where people are creating it more on like a YouTube level, like what Freddie Wong, Epic Mealtime, FPS Russian, stuff like that, people like that do, where they're making these videos of them doing stuff. It's kind of similar to more like a sketch on like SNL or something.
Hit the action button.
And how it's kind of working on replacing what our idea of TV is. And taking that even farther, you go into stuff like Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along Blog and The Guild, which have people who are mildly famous in like the entertainment business doing things and creating even more centric idea, or even closer to a resemblance of what TV or movies are. And you know, replacing that genre or how TV works and watching television shows works, which always kind of makes me sad because I love watching TV, especially on, I watch a lot of it when it airs, but I prefer to watch it like on DVD, so I can just watch it all in a row and really experience the show the way I want to see it and not have to worry about all these plot or cliffhangers and all this stuff that just kind of keeps you waiting. You just get to watch it all at once. And how much, if something like that, if it does start changing, like advertisers are no longer seeing the revenues from TV and stuff, which I don't care to figure out the actual financial stuff, so I don't know how likely probably this is at all. But if like advertisers realized they weren't seeing the benefits of advertising on TV, that would suck so much. Like, it's so ingrained that television is a part of our society and how I grew up, at least, and probably how a lot of other people grew up. It's weird to think of it not existing anymore. But you look at radio shows don't really exist anymore. They're just kind of talk shows now. They're not like Opie and Anthony or whatever. That's probably not right. I don't know. Radio shows like the syndicate stuff, like Lone Ranger, and TV shows or shows that way stopped existing. So it wouldn't be completely out of the question to believe that at some point in time TV shows wouldn't exist as a medium that we used to. And as much as I like watching stuff online, like I like The Guild, Dr. Horrible's awesome, I just can't comprehend it replacing TV for me. It just doesn't have the same experience, and you wouldn't be able to do the crazy action shows like the way they have to for TV. Like, as cool as it is to watch FPS Russia shoot guns and shit, it's not the same as watching the action scenes in a movie or a TV show where you have actors and trained professionals doing it, blowing up stuff close to each other, so it looks more like all this stuff is happening together and that people are being damaged by what's going on. It just doesn't have the same kind of effect as TV. It'd be awful if that disappeared. But you know, it was driving me crazy, and I was like a crazy person having a huge dialogue with myself about Heroes and how it got ruined and how I used to be a crazy person who was online be like, I can fix Heroes, let me write it. That's the end of this scene. I'll be back later.